Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today we are working on a small Samsung TV. The issue with this one is just the backlight. So we're going to have to open it up and have a look, see if there's one or two LEDs out. We can maybe bridge them. I also noticed that I think this customer brought in three items, and it looks like it comes from a smoking house. There's a film of nicotine all over, which is a bit nasty. So we're going to have to clean up all the items as well. Look at that. So it goes into your lungs when you smoke. Anyway, so I'm going to get the panel off because it's a smallish screen. It's kind of easier to do than the bigger ones. And then we will come back once it's open and see how many LED bulbs are gone. So I'm going to get some of this nicotine off before I start handling the TV too much. Probably go over it again and again, maybe with some alcohol. I know there's probably people now shouting, "Put some gloves on!" But that's what hand soap is for. Anyway, let me get the panel off and we'll get down to the LEDs and see what's up with them. Okay, so we have the panel taken apart. It's just got two strips of LEDs. So I've got my power supply set to the maximum, which is 30 volts. And if we test this top strip, you can see that all of the LEDs on the top strip are working. And then if we try the bottom one, so the bottom one's not lighting up, which means that one of the LEDs are out. And actually I traced it down to this first one here. I can't zoom in because of the weirdness of the size of this, but there's a distinct burn mark on the top of the LED. I removed the diffuser and I've gone through individually and tested each one with my power supply set to 3 volts, and they all light up except this one. So I'm going to pop that one off, and then I've never had great success in individually replacing the LEDs. I know the proper way to do it, as mentioned in my previous videos, is to replace the entire strip, both sets, to basically make them even. But with a small set like this, it's not worth spending the money on a new set of LED lights. So if we can just get it working and get it back to the customer so he can continue to use it without just throwing it away, then I think that's better than anything. So I'm just going to remove this broken LED. It's quite difficult on this because the strip itself is made of aluminum, which is a good heat sink. So any heat you put into it just gets dissipated straight away. So this is a little replacement LED which I pulled off an old strip by basically just heating it from the back, so I didn't damage the actual LED itself. And if I can solder it on there without damaging it, then we'll give it a brightness test and see if the brightness matches the rest of the ones. If it does, then that's great. we'll put the diffuser back on and see what the picture looks like. If the LED brightness is different, then we're just going to jumper across this connection, because there is another LED very close to this, so you shouldn't see a major effect on the screen itself. So I'm going to need to work under the scope here. I don't want to melt the plastic, I don't want to damage the top of it, so try to go very gently. So we're going to test the whole strip again, so power supply on 30 volts. Oh. And the strip's working. Now, do I trust that? Not sure. Let's see what it looks like with the diffuser in place. I don't know, it looks kind of okay. Let's just do an individual test. So we'll drop it down to 3 volts. Where are we? There and there. All the way around. I want to test with the diffuser on. I don't know whether that LED has a slight blue tinge compared to the others. These ones are very white. That is a bit blue. So I think it would be better just to join across that. Let me do a pricing on these, on a cost of a new set of strips. I will put it up on the screen. Okay, so put the TV back together after repairing that one LED that it was out. I just put this red cloth on here to give the camera something to focus on, because if you take it away, goes all weird. So we will switch the TV on. We have red light in the corner. Let's just get out of it. I don't know if you can see the red light. Press the button and the TV comes on. Looks good. So I'll call that a fix. I'm going to put it on the bench, the test bench, and let it run for a couple of hours just to make sure that everything's good. But yeah, everything looks fine here. Let's see what menu we can bring up. Smart hub. Wow, that's really slow to start the Smart OS there. Might also hook it up to the internet and see if there's any updates. Ah, there it is. Okay. So our missing LED was over here. And I don't see any problem there. So we'll move on to the next item that this same customer brought me. That'll be a separate video. So stay tuned for that. We'll come back for that one. Thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you in that one. Ciao.